In this video, I want to talk about what success means to you and how to define it, because it's something that I've been working on whilst I've been out here traveling in Tirana. Right now, we're having a walk through nature. It's a mountain near Tirana. We've got the gondola up and we've hiked here, so basically just going to spend all day surrounded by trees and nature, and brings me back to England. So to jump straight into this, I want to talk about the meaning of success and how to find it, because often we're led to believe that a fancy watch, a fast car, a big house, or the perfect family is really what we should be striving for, or more hours in your work. You know, there's tiers to your jobs. Say if you're a plumber, you're not quite looked up to just as you would be if you were a lawyer, or enter any label like that. So I want to just share my experience with success and what that means, because I think throughout my life that I've really wanted to be more, be special, be a hard worker and someone who is looked up at. You know, he's worked extremely hard. And I kind of think throughout my 8 years since leaving school, or secondary school, high school, whatever you want to call it, I've always looked for others to get like almost validated, and this has led me down a path of being lost, because when you let other people sort of define what success is for you, you're no longer in the driver's seat. You're no longer piloting your ship, your boat. You're just sort of like a pontoon on a stormy day, just sort of floating about, and not really going anywhere. And the idea here is that when you define your own success, you actually start to steer your own ship. You can put the helm in whatever direction you want at that point. Now, it's a tricky situation to get to this, because like society, and I don't like using that word really, but your friends, your family are all gonna judge you, or you think they're gonna judge you harshly. And so if that's the case, then they will in your own mind. So you could, I don't know, let's say you're going to university and you don't want to, you're studying law and you don't want to, but your parents do, that's what people around you think you should do, and you just start pushing that way and going down there, and you'll find that halfway through this journey you'll come to almost like a crossroads. Like you can continue going, but you're going to severely be limiting yourself and your self-worth and your growth, and start comparing yourself with others who actually want to be there for law. Or you can take the hard pill to swallow and drop out and actually find what it is that you want. But by doing that, you're opening yourself up to other people's opinions again. And why I use that example, it can be anything really, and especially true with goals. Like, we are all different people, contrary to what some would have you think. We are different, we are individual, we have different blood, we have different genetics, different hormone levels, and that's to say we are individual and we have our own journeys to travel on. And I say this because I've sort of I'm realizing this now that I'm on my own, that the goals that I had weren't it. Like, I'd always write down that I want a fast car, I want the watch, I want the suit, or to live in this fancy place. But if I really looked at that and read it aloud, it'd be like, I don't think I actually want that. Like, do I want the biggest number on the screen? Like, it's a tough pill to swallow, this, because if you don't want this big high status thing, then you're almost shooting your sights low. Now, when you shoot your sights low, are you hitting what you could be doing? Are you really applying yourself that much? But I've watched a few Gary Vee videos as well about this. I think he's pretty wise on this. And he says, like, be content, but be hungry. Like, maybe at this season in your life, you want a little bit less, and that's fine. Maybe when you hit that goal, you'll put something bigger on, but you need to set your targets at what actually drives you. Like, if the fast car doesn't do anything for you, then by pursuing the fast car, you're almost shortchanging yourself and the world. So if you, though, set a goal which may be a bit smaller, maybe you don't care what you drive, maybe you're not bothered about the status, but you want a really strong family and maybe a modest house. And if you're hungry and you apply yourself, there's no reason why you can't acquire the wealth, because when you follow a goal that is completely aligned with your heart, and you'll know it because it will feel resonance. You'll feel really good, like waking up and you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm actually going towards this. And okay, just because this guy who makes 10x what I do is going for his goal and that makes him happy, I'm going for mine, and that makes me content, not happy. Makes me feel, or fulfilled rather. So it's worth just getting out of nature and setting the intention that you want to find out what it is you want. Like, let's say you want a business, for example. Do you want a business to become a 9-figure net worth? Do you want that in, or 8 figures in liquid? Or are you looking for a business that supports a lifestyle, a certain lifestyle? Maybe you like to travel, maybe you want to stay in one place. What does that look like? Like, is it a lifestyle business? Is it like you want to leave a legacy on the world? Or do you want to earn to start a family and carry on the legacy, basically? And these things are important, because if you don't set the goal at all, you're going to stunt yourself. Forcing yourself to get the fast car will actually be the slower way to get it, because once you follow what is it you want to do and the impact that you have to make on the world, the wealth will handle itself. That's the side quest, if money isn't your main goal. But if it is, then go for the money, and then the other things will come, like the relationships, like the cars, like the penthouse. So it's about really getting to know yourself and what it is in life that you want, and then not comparing yourself with others, because as cliche as it sounds, we are all on our own journeys. And that's the point, where we're all sort of failing forwards. But if you can fail forwards towards a goal that really makes you get out of bed and think, oh, I'm so pleased to be alive, even if that's modest for now, then wake up and do that. You have the choice to decide, so choose. Isn't that wonderful?